Hello, this is Nsayobot from the InMoov team for CSC 442. So I'm actually here with a teammate from Lockport, and I'm gonna go through explaining what we're trying to accomplish with trying to essentially build the InMoov robot inside of Choreonoid. So I'm just starting up Choreonoid now, and then I'm gonna pull in the InMoov body file. And select it here to see it. So now we can see the InMoov, some of the InMoov parts. I'm just going to make a slight adjustment to the configuration for the clipping depth of the default camera, which is going to allow us to see the whole part when we zoom out. So then I'll zoom out here and should be able to see two of the parts loaded, but they're just kind of juxtaposed. Like one is set to be 90 degrees from the other, and they're just kind of smashed in together. So what we're trying to figure out is how to move all of these parts around so that they actually look like the InMoov robot at InMoov.fr. So I'm going to pull that up right now. So back to me, please. Is there a way to share? So basically, this robot inside a Choreonoid would be the end goal. With legs. So now I'm going to open up the body file so that you can see the structure of that and explain how modifying the body file will allow us to eventually get to the full robot in Choreonoid. So I'm going to open up the terminal. All right. So you seeing this? Okay, so here we have defined all of the links inside of this model, and their translations, rotations. The masses and inertias are just made up for right now, so a center of mass, but later on in the project, we'll probably update those to be more accurate. So what I want to show is how changing the translation or rotation will affect how the part looks. So for example here, if I change this rotation from 90 degrees on this axis to 0 degrees, then save the body file, go back to Choreonoid, go to click on the InMoov model, hit Control R. So you can see that it reloaded the InMoov model. And now instead of being 90 degrees from the other part, it's just directly where the other part is. So they're just right on top of each other. So that's not that good either. So what we need to figure out is how to set the rotations and translations so the model actually looks correct inside of Choreonoid. Now, just out of curiosity, let's just see what happens if we set this translation to double what the parent is here. Actually, let's just set this to 1. See what happens. I'm gonna save that. Reload this. Same way as before. There hasn't been much of a change there. So we set this to like 100. Who knows? Okay. So now we can clearly see one part is floating above the other part in the scene view. So essentially we're gonna have to figure out how to move every single piece, every single geometry file, so that we can essentially build the InMoov robot inside of Choreonoid. This is actually basically the same as building the robot in real life, because in real life you'd have a bunch of 3D printed parts and you have to assemble them into a robot. So it'll also be a very good experience to understand exactly how this robot is put together. So does that make sense? So do you see exactly what we're doing now? Do you have any questions? Okay.
So you just want to think of how it works better.
All right. So I guess let's get going then. So let me end this recording.